Chance. Little Draper, not the best header of the ball in the team, but certainly a glancing header would give him a chance. And again from a ball played into a wide area. First Milosevic and then Stan doing the spade work and the ball coming flying in.
Hasn't scored since mid-September, Mark Draper. His one goal this season. Zoltan Ridley was chasing Steaua for the national #1 goalkeeper's jersey. Knew that he was hard pressed there. Munteanu. Still Villa behind on aggregate. Mate, look at Stan Collymore. That's better work by Stan Collymore.
Well, it's very encouraging to see him chasing balls into the corner. Bit of a silly foul at the end of it, but certainly you see Stan's electric pace. 6'2", 6'3", when he opens those legs, he's still one of the quickest players around.
6'2", just over 12 stone. Muscle there, Stan Collymore. We've seen the exclusive interview earlier on. He opened his heart to us in a way.
Munteanu was certainly one of the stars of the first leg, and we haven't seen much at all of him yet. At times with his left foot reminding us of a young Arnold Muir, and he's still only 18, so talented.
Lakatush from the old Romanian side and the old Steaua Bucharest side. Successful years. It's the new national side. You mustn't underrate them for World Cup '98 when the new Steaua emerge. Interesting, they're really prepared to learn as well. The coach Mihai Stoichita was involved in lengthy talks with Brian Little after the game in Bucharest. They struck up a very friendly relationship, talking about all aspects of the game. It has been a feature of Villa's European campaign in the UEFA Cup. They've been well received wherever they've gone. Both supporters, coaching staff and players. Echiog away it was there. Now Collymore. Great run from the deep, far side Ian Taylor out of your picture now. Mate was the offender.
Foul's given, but Stan's just got to be careful he doesn't give the ball away in centre circle areas, because that's exactly where Steaua Bucharest will springboard for their counter-attacks.
33-1 tonight to get a hat-trick, Stan Collymore. There's about 53 minutes left to achieve that. Looking for the same ball in there. Grayson went in hard. Reagan Camp can bring it away, the 22-year-old. Played Alan right in the first place, and Draper. Mark Draper again. So important tonight. Staunton moving forward from the back. 12 minutes to go before half-time. Well played, Collymore. He's on fire tonight. Great run by Collymore, stopped in the end. Staunton for the return. He got it as well. Again, Steaua just holding off him, keeping their shape, not committing themselves. New got a touch. Aston Villa 16-1 to win the UEFA Cup. Steaua 40-1. Still the favourites. Inter Milan. Charles Cross.
I think Brian Little will be saying when balls are coming into the box, we need a little bit more presence there. Only 2 white shirts in the box, but not a bad cross coming in. And certainly he's entitled to feel that one of his strikers will be getting across the goalkeeper's point of view there.
Just on the goodwill between these two sides. The collection was held again at Villa Park tonight for the kids at orphanage number 7 in Bucharest. It was all organised by Doug Ellis in the first place, the Aston Villa chairman. And again, they'll have raised thousands of pounds. A wonderful gesture. Here's Wright. spin by Taylor. They look for Collymore. Rakita got it away.
That's better again. Very patient build-up with the ball coming in from wide, and that's what they need. Good service behind the Steaua Bucharest back five.
So curl out by Stan Staunton. Stan Collymore at the near post. That's a good run in there, a dangerous run in there as well by Ekyog. Drive was misplaced by Simon Grayson.
Simon Grayson always unbalanced there, but a dangerous ball played in. And big Ekyog piled in there and caught one or two bodies on the way.
Valerio Rakita is down to cause concern to the coach there, Mihai Stoichita. Number 2 to Dimitru Dimitriou, who left in the summer after a row over a new rule they're trying to bring in, which denies sort of grants, money, whatever you call it, from the military or from government agencies to football clubs. Dimitriou is now with AEK Athens. Rakita's okay. That's a bit of shirt tugging, and again. Now the chase for Collymore. Well, I wonder if he was being bolted there through the middle. The flag anyway went up for offside.
That was certainly borderline, Jonathan, if he was offside.
Collymore enjoying words with Adrian Mate.
I think what he's saying to Maxi is, if you want my shirt, you can have it after the game, but please leave it alone during the 90 minutes.
Chic. And again, not so chic. Still Villa behind on aggregate. Gareth Southgate. Staunton looks purposeful. Ian Taylor. It's a good run by Wright. Intelligent football. Staunton. Oh, the keeper just got it in the second attempt.
That's a brilliant cross, and they really should have one of the two forwards there going across the goalkeeper's line of sight, because that's a brilliant cross and a gilt-edged chance. You can't help feel that an Andy Cole would be living on chances like that.
Lovely crossing again by Staunton.
Yes, it comes whizzing in with a little bit of bend on it, but as you can see, both strikers there are behind the defenders instead of getting across them.
No doubt Glenn Hoddle will be watching, just learning a few lessons from a few Romanians who will be in the side more than likely to face England in England's second game in the World Cup finals. Steve Staunton and Ireland not there.
They'll be well pleased with their start up to now. There's been no great frenzy of attack from Aston Villa, and they've not been under too much pressure at all, really. If they get to the half-time at 0-0, well, I think it's halfway, mission accomplished.
Little gets a decision his way. It was foul throw. What's going through his mind at this moment in time? It was his 44th birthday, the day of the first game, and indeed the third anniversary of his arrival here as manager.
I think it's a mixture of things, really. I'm sure that he's quite pleased with their passing at times. He just wants a little bit more devil from them around the box. Importantly, they haven't conceded a goal, and if they go in at half-time, he won't be totally disappointed, because he knows invariably there'll be a bit more space second half.
Needing to be patient. Collymore with Sheik this time, and Charles popped up awkwardly for him. They've got in midfield Rotario and Militaru, who just sweep in there and tidy up anything loose. Look for Chikoyu with a lucky bounce off Steve Staunton. Ekyog.
That's the last thing they need. They don't want to be playing straight balls at all. They have to get it wide. They have to have the little passes in midfield, get it wide, and then get good balls in behind the Steaua Bucharest back five.
It's 20 years since they went beyond round 2 in the UEFA Cup, Aston Villa. Reached the quarterfinals, 77-78, home against Barcelona. Well, it would have had to have been spectacular from Militaru. He does have 3 goals this season for Steaua Bucharest, but from there, maybe he was just being a tad optimistic.
I think he's been very ambitious, even with the wind assistance. If Mark Bosnich is beaten from that distance, I'm sure that he'll chastise himself for a good while.
Mark Bosnich then. He's only played 1 game in a month for Villa with that World Cup commitment to Australia. Staunton and Draper. Gary Charles. Collymore, 4 minutes to go before half-time. Holds it up well. Matai is behind him. Rakita arriving. Draper's there, but Matai got in first. Draper, forceful game in midfield. Dangerous because Muntiano's on the ball. That's over the head of the maul. That's handball. It could well be a caution, actually. He certainly knew what he was doing.
A show there that the counter-attacking force of Steaua Bucharest, with probably their 2 best players, Lakatouche and Muntiano, involved in the build-up. And a great left foot cross here, really, on the run from Muntiano.
It's Militaru round the back. Yeah.
For an obvious handball.
Here's Militaru again. Staunton is looking to get progressively forward. That is really that is in the true sense a libro's role in the old term. Free roll. Poor touch by Charles. Chikoyu. Muntiano was dragged back by the fullback. Rotario. Draper pulls him down. Draper.
At this stage, it is obvious how much Villa do miss Dwight York when he's not there. Of course, he's played his part with important goals in the away leg and also in the previous round. And how Brian Little wishes he had his quality now to score him that all-important goal.
Grayson committed the foul. The wind is freshening all the while. We haven't had any rain since the start of the game, really. It's horrible around about tea time. Now Rakita. Offside. You always get the ironic tears, don't you, when a decision goes your way. Chikoyu was the man at offside, only 22 years of age. Scored 4 goals in his last 2 matches, 9 this season. And they say he wants to come to England. Onside Dan Petrescu of Chelsea, of course. You look at the names, Hagi, Petrescu, Popescu, Dumitrescu. It's I wonder why people were discounting Romania's World Cup challenge against England in the summer, but it was the group that England really fancied being in. Milosevic, but unlucky.
I think there's never been any doubt in the technique and the all-round ability of the Romanian players, but they haven't always travelled that well, and that's why 1 or 2 Premiership managers are just a little bit suspicious of their abilities. Going up towards half-time now, I know that the Romanian coach Stoica will certainly be a lot happier than Brian Little at this stage.
So will his coach, who's on the top of your picture there, Marius Lakatouche. He's also first-team coach. What are your overall thoughts of the half, Joe?
Well, it's been a little bit staid, it's been a little bit dull, and I know that Brian Little wanted a steady approach and he wanted a measured approach, but at times it's been a little bit too measured, and as we said previously, it does show how much they do miss Dwight York with that little sprinkling of magic. On the good side, Stan Collymore has looked a little bit brighter.